Hi, I'm Travis, and if you're anything like me, you've probably wondered why some guys, no matter how old they are, can eat what they want, drink like fish, and still be stronger, leaner, and have twice the energy of men half their age. Or how athletes like UFC fighter Randy Couture, who at 44 years old had enough energy, strength, and stamina to steal the heavyweight championship belt from a 27-year-old man who outweighed him by over 40 pounds. Or even how the great Major League Baseball pitcher Nolan Ryan was still able to rip a 98-mile-an-hour fastball at 46 years old with torn ligaments in his arm. Or how Gary Wyron, who recently demonstrated in front of a crowd at Trump International Golf Club in West Palm Beach, Florida, that he can still drive a golf ball an incredible 307 yards despite being 75 years old. These guys prove age is just a number, and for some mysterious reason, they still have the strength, the energy, and stamina to keep kicking ass and taking names well into their 40s, 50s, 60s, and even 70s. Instead of being looked at as over the hill and washed up, people look at them as being rugged and wise. Women are attracted to them. Guys in their 20s and 30s envy them, while the rest of us wonder, why him and not me? Why did Father Time give these guys a free pass while the rest of us struggle with expanding bellies, embarrassing man boobs, and not enough energy to even get off the couch on most days? Well, I've got news for you. It most likely has nothing to do with you being lazy, lacking willpower, or anything like that. In fact, many experts agree what separates the ageless, lucky few who are able to stay lean, strong, and competitive throughout their life and the rest of us, it all boils down to testosterone levels. Guys who were born with better genes than us are able to keep their levels in the optimal range well into their 80s and 90s and get to enjoy the benefits of rapid weight loss, youthful muscle strength, and almost limitless energy. While the rest, who weren't born so lucky, end up aging faster and having a really hard time losing weight and putting on lean muscle. So what does this have to do with you? Well, if you tried to lose weight in the past and failed, or if you beat yourself up for not having the energy to knock out a workout a few times a week, you should probably cut yourself a break. Because this isn't your fault. There's a good chance if you're over 35, your testosterone levels are on the decline, and that's why you can't get your butt off the couch after work or lose any significant weight. And that's not just my opinion either. The National Institutes of Health estimate that as many as 13 million men in the U.S. live with clinically low testosterone. So why is this happening? Well, some of it has to do with natural aging. Some of it has to do with the estrogenic chemicals in our food and drinking water, and a lot of it simply has to do with your genetic wiring. You see, when you were in your physical prime, or if you're genetically gifted right now, your brain abundantly produces a chemical called luteinizing hormone. This hormone's job is to essentially talk to certain cells in your body and let them know it's time to release some testosterone into your bloodstream. If you're lucky or under 35 years old, your cells would listen. Testosterone would go up, and in return, your metabolism would rev up. Your muscles would grow and get stronger, and your body would burn fat much more efficiently. However, if you're like most men over 35, that means the cells responsible for doing this are getting worn out and may develop a tiny programming flaw that cripples their ability to free up more testosterone, resulting in a cluster of symptoms including excess body fat around the waist, low energy, and weak muscles. Well, that's the bad news. The good news is that recently scientists have discovered a certain substance you can ingest that can help your cells communicate better and allow your body to quickly, safely, and naturally release more of the testosterone it's already making, so you can enjoy what some people refer to as a second youth. They aren't drugs or prescription medicines. They are all natural herbs and nutrients that give your body the building blocks it needs to release more testosterone. And when your body starts producing more testosterone, oh, believe me, you'll see it and feel it. Your energy levels will soar and you'll actually want to exercise and be active again. Your muscles will become tighter, leaner, stronger, and you'll recover much faster from workouts, illness, or injuries. Your body fat levels will drop and you'll take on a much more youthful appearance. Look, I know all this sounds way too good to be true. In fact, for a long time, I believed all these natural testosterone boosting herbs and nutrients were nothing more than a bunch of hype and would only accomplish one thing: emptying my pocketbook. However, when I wised up and started reading clinical studies about some of these herbs and nutrients, what I discovered completely blew my mind. I'll give you an example. There's an extract that comes from a fenugreek seed, a common ingredient used in cooking that actually has the power to boost bioavailable testosterone levels in men by an incredible 147% in just 12 hours with zero side effects. That's not just my opinion or the opinion of Joe, who runs the vitamin shop at the mall, either. What I just told you are facts based on scientific research. I'm talking about a human study here, a two-way crossover randomized placebo-controlled gold standard research study done on humans, not animals. But that's not all. Get this, the average participant in the fenugreek study I just told you about not only boosted their testosterone levels, they lost an amazing 3 times more body fat than the placebo and significantly increased their muscle strength and lean body mass with zero side effects. Pretty amazing, isn't it? You bet it is. And that's why last year, after we found out about some of these amazing herbs and nutrients, our company, Hunter Fitness, partnered up with a medical doctor. That's right, a real MD, who specializes in formulating safe and effective dietary supplements based on real science. Let me back up a second. He just doesn't specialize in formulating supplements. He's known as the world's foremost authority on them and has been either the lead investigator or co-investigator in over 19 research studies. In other words, we didn't hire some clown off the street to do this. Our company is known all over the world for our reputation of quality. And if we were going to put our name on something, it simply had to be the best. Anyway, so we asked him to formulate a safe and effective testosterone booster for our staff and our clients based on these 3 criteria. 1, it had to be made with safe, natural ingredients, free of any drugs, synthetic hormones, or harmful chemicals. 2, the ingredients had to be potent and effective, and most importantly, backed by hard science. And 3, we would not compromise on quality or purity. The ingredients must come from high quality and trustworthy sources to ensure the product works. The results of analyzing countless human studies, working one-on-one with medical doctors, and investing thousands of dollars is a remarkable new product called T+. What makes T+ so unique and so different from anything else on the market is we formulated this all-natural supplement using only ingredients used in clinical studies. Nobody in this industry that I know of has done that until now. I'll give you an example. The first ingredient we added in T+ is something called TestoSurge. This is the patent-pending name given to the fenugreek seed extract I told you about earlier that was responsible for boosting testosterone levels by an incredible 147%, while at the same time increasing fat loss by 300% in two-way, crossover, randomized, placebo-controlled human studies. In case you're wondering, we didn't use the much cheaper generic version of this stuff in T+ either. We use the exact same extract used in the study to ensure effectiveness and, most importantly, safety. The next ingredient we added to T+ is an extract from a bulbine natalensis plant which is related to aloe vera, called by its trademark name Prolensis. Researchers believe this extract supports healthy testosterone levels by stimulating the release of luteinizing hormone from the pituitary gland. Now, as I told you earlier in this video, LH is the hormone that directly stimulates cells in your body to release testosterone. Studies suggest that Prolensis has been shown to stimulate LH 169% compared to controls with no negative side effect. Another potent natural ingredient we added to T Plus is something called Coleus forscohi. It's derived from a member of the mint family of herbs and contains a compound called forskolin. Dr. Oz on the Dr. Oz Show recently showcased Coleus forscohi in a special episode called Belly Blasters in a Bottle. It was one of 4 natural weight loss ingredients that Dr. Oz actually says really work. According to Dr. Oz, researchers have found that the active ingredient forskolin can help to promote the breakdown of stored fats in animal and human fat cells. And not only that, Coleus forscohi stimulates the production of a molecule called cyclic AMP or CAMP that give our cells the power to talk to one another. One of the things that CAMP does is tell our cells to increase an enzyme called hormone-sensitive lipase, which burns fat. In simple terms, Coleus forscohi stimulates fat-burning enzymes and hormones, which in turn may help with weight loss and healthy testosterone levels. In addition to the ingredients I've just mentioned, T Plus also contains a proprietary blend of other herbs, vitamins, and nutrients that studies suggest may play a powerful role in helping boost testosterone levels and weight loss. You've probably heard of many of them. They include resveratrol, piperine, Mucuna pruriens, milk thistle, Tunkit Ali, ginger, curcumin, hesperidin, boron citrate, ashwagandha, and of course we added essential vitamins D, E, B1, B2, B3, B5, B6, and zinc. Now, if you're anything like me, you're probably wondering, does this all-natural stuff really work, or is it just like the rest of the overhyped supplements you see on the shelves of GNC? Well, legally, I'm forbidden by the FDA and FTC to make any health claims, but if you look at the studies I quoted earlier, and the evidence presented, it's pretty easy to come to an educated conclusion. On top of that, before releasing this product to our clients, we put it through the ringer in our own in-house testing to see if we would experience the same results as the studies using random people that work for our company. The guy we thought would be perfect for this experiment is Jeremy. He's in his 30s and has a desk job in our advertising department. And from what he told me, for quite some time, he hasn't had the motivation or desire to get into shape anymore. In the past, he'd start a workout program, he'd do it for a few weeks, and then eventually quit because he wasn't getting the results he wanted fast enough. Like most guys his age and older, the effects of sitting behind a desk 8 to 10 hours a day, combined with the stress of a fast-paced job, left him feeling years older than his biological age. So we hired a lab to check his testosterone levels and see if he was in the optimal range for fat loss and lean muscle gains. What we discovered shocked us to our core. Not only were his levels not in the optimal range, he in fact had the testosterone levels of a 90-year-old man. I'm not exaggerating either. As you can see on the screen, his levels came back at 137 nanograms per deciliter, which many experts believe is 1/3 what a healthy man his age should have. Needless to say, it's no secret why the guy felt weak and lifeless all the time and couldn't lose weight no matter what he did. It wasn't his fault. The fuel responsible for fat loss, muscle gain, motivation, and everything else that makes you a man in his body was running on empty. Anyway, after looking at his results, we suggested he try T Plus for 1 month and see what happens. Fast forward 1 month later. Jeremy reports to us and says he feels like a new man. He started exercising again. His energy is as high as it's been in years. The physical transformation is nothing short of phenomenal, and his whole outlook on life changed inside the course of just 4 weeks. Was this what some people call the placebo effect, or is it hard science telling us the ingredients in T Plus may work? Again, I legally can't make any claims, but what I can do is show you the lab results we took after he was on T Plus for 4 weeks that clearly show Jeremy's testosterone levels are now at 1,464 nanograms per deciliter, or in the upper 95 percentile of males his age. Now, let me ask you. Between the clinical evidence I talked about earlier and the results from the lab tests I just showed you, which no one else in the dietary supplement industry has ever done before, do you think this product could give you the kickstart you need to finally lose the belly and get into your best shape ever? If so, I invite you, try T Plus 100% risk-free at a special discount that only first-time customers get. All you have to do is select how many bottles you want and click the button below that option. What's going to happen next is we'll immediately ship out your order of T Plus in a plain, discreet package along with your book, which you'll get in just a couple of days. Also, to make this a no-brainer decision for you, I'll make you a personal guarantee. I guarantee that if you use T Plus in conjunction with your 4-minute abs workout that you'll look, feel, and perform better than you have in years, or you're getting a full refund of every cent you paid. Period. No questions, no hassle, no fine print. If you're not amazed at how much stronger, slimmer, more energetic, and upbeat you feel, simply send back the empty container within 30 days and you'll get an immediate refund. How could I afford to make you such a one-sided offer? It's simple. The product works. So just click the Yes, I Want Faster Results button below the option of how many bottles you want, and we'll ship everything out to you today. And you'll start experiencing the massive benefits in just a few days. And remember, you take no financial risk by giving T Plus a test drive. You're fully protected by our ironclad guarantee. So, if you're ready to ignite your manhood and finally lose the belly and put on some lean, hard rock muscle, order your supply right now. Don't wait another minute. You're getting a better deal than anyone else, but only if you act now. Click the button below and get started with T Plus today.